Paula Williams from ABCI, and we're here today talking about the Aviation Marketing Masterclass, the classroom. Hopefully you've already seen the introduction to the Aviation Marketing Masterclass, so you know that you get videos and you get documents and that you're planning an hour a week with your binder in hand and your current marketing projects to be making some improvements to those. But even though you have your videos and your workbooks in the binder, that's not always convenient. Aviation people travel a lot, so we wanted to make this available in a way that doesn't add to your luggage and make the airlines charge you more. Or if you're traveling private, of course, you don't want to be hauling around a bunch of stuff if you can avoid it. So we'll see if we can help you that way. And also, we wanted to add some additional functionality. John and I have both taken advanced degrees while we had jobs at other places, and so we know how important your time is, and we want to make sure that you're getting the most out of it. So thing number one, when people take a class, they want to be getting the information they need. I got my master's degree in adult education. That's one of the things that they really emphasized, is that adults have very little spare time, and they don't want to be spending it hunting around for what they're looking for. They want to be able to get what they want when they want it. Another thing about being in a class that people really enjoy is being able to interact with other people who are working on similar projects. Sometimes the very best ideas come from other people in the class, not necessarily from the instructor. So having a space where you can collaborate and share ideas is kind of important. Also, getting assistance when you run into problems. I mean, what do you do when something isn't working? You can always follow the book or the video, but that doesn't always address every situation. And we can't anticipate every situation you're going to run into. So it's nice to have that feedback loop. And speaking of feedback, getting feedback and reactions to your work. A lot of what we do is marketing projects that are going online. So before you put it out there for the world, you may want to run it by a smaller group, and the class can be a very safe environment for that sort of thing, so that you have a supportive environment where people will tell you what you need to know without harming your reputation or anything like that. And networking with people in your industry is also one of the things that people really value about being in a class. So we wanted to provide as many of those things as we possibly could in a classroom setting. And of course, we don't have a real classroom. We can't all get together in the same room, given the time and money constraints that a lot of us have. So we may eventually come up with a version of this class that meets in person, but for now, we're trying to replicate as many of those benefits as we can in an online forum. So let's go straight to the tour. All right, so here we are at a web browser. The only thing you need to get into the classroom is an internet connection. So from basically any browser you like, just type in aviationmarketing.info. Not .com, but .info. .com already belongs to a company that sells Cessnas in South America, so you won't find us there. You need to remember the aviationmarketing.info. From this page, there's some information that's public. Before you log in, you'll see the syllabus and the overviews and other kinds of things. You'll see a poll where people can vote on, which is their favorite marketing tool, things like that. You'll be able to see who's online, things like that. But let's go ahead and log in and see what that gives us. You get your credentials when you register for the course, and if your credentials, if you have any issues with that, just let us know, and we'll be able to help you with that. So once you get logged in, you can see a lot more options here. You can see a lot more articles up here. You've got the SEO step 1, getting your baseline. You've got the editorial calendar. You've got some Facebook tips that didn't make it into the class, other kinds of things like that. You've got a search window. So if you wanted to search like on Facebook, you'd be able to see all of the articles that are relevant to Facebook, either from newest to oldest, or in any other order that you like, alphabetical, most popular, whatever is easiest for you. And you can look only for articles, only for web links, things like that. So That search feature is very handy. You can also use this menu up here in the upper left to get into course information, the different subjects like search engine optimization is there from the very beginning for everyone. And you've got your course overview, which is available to everyone, and lessons, which are available only to people who are enrolled members of the class. So again, if you have any trouble seeing these things, you may just need to go back to the home page and log in and make sure that you're logged in. When you're logged in, you should be able to see these lessons. When we click on one of these lessons, you're seeing the same thing that you see in your binder. You see the video and the PDF, which is the workbook. Now, this is a little bit different. You may have noticed on a lot of websites, you have an embedded video where it actually shows the screenshot of the video and you just play it right there. Since these videos are so long, we've actually made them download in a slightly different way. So when you click this button, it's going to take just a few minutes. You can see it's downloading the video. And then it's going to pop open another window, which has your video player in it. And, of course, you can resize that. You can put it wherever you like on your screen. You've got the controls to go forward, back, fast forward and so forth to kind of search through this. You can click around if you want to go straight to the middle of this video. You can do that. So it isn't it really meant to make the best use of the computer you have and also of the internet connection you have and of the time you have. So when you're done with the video, you just click that down, click the X to escape. And you're back in the classroom. So that didn't close the classroom for you since it opened in a separate window. Same thing with the PDF. You open it in a separate window, and then you have the option to go to a specific page. If you wanted to go to page 10, you can do that. And with the PDFs, it's the same. You can scroll through, find what you want. You can go ahead and exit from the PDF, and you'll be back in the lesson. Another thing you'll find is these breadcrumbs across the top of the screen. So if you want to go back to search engine optimization, you can use that link, or you can use the links on the side. So Facebook, same thing. We've got the course overview, which is available to everyone, and we've got the lesson. So we'll have one lesson in each month, typically. Facebook was January, so we've got our the lesson out here already with the video and the PDF. And we also have one tip that didn't make it into the class. We had a suggestion that came in a little bit late after we already had produced the class. So, if we have other information that we want to share with you about that particular topic, we'll add it to that folder. Now, the part of this that gets really interesting is the Masterclass forum. So if you go ahead and click on that, you're already logged in, so this should log you into the forum automatically. And you can see there, I'm logged in, shows my face or my avatar, and shows when I last logged in. I can go ahead and click on my picture there, and it'll open my profile. One of the first things you'll probably want to do is personalize this. You can see what all is there. You can click edit, and you can see all of the options. You can select your time zone if it's different than what we have listed for you. You can click on profile information, change any of this. A lot of these things are connections to your social media profile. So this is another link for you. If you're working on link building, this is a great way to do it. Add in your information in this forum. And, you can put in whatever you have. A lot of them I don't have. I don't have a dig or an MSN, things like that, that I wanted to share here. But if you make any changes, go ahead and click save, and they will be saved in your profile. So one thing that we'd really like for you to do as soon as you log in is to go ahead and add a introduction on the thread that says hello and welcome. So if you go ahead and click that, you'll see that open up. And, we'd like to hear about who you are, what your product or service is, and what your experience is with social media so far. So you can go ahead and open that up and just say reply topic. And what that will do is it'll put another reply in this same thread so that everybody's introductions will all be in the same place. Now, when you hit reply, it opens a little form that's a lot like Word. You can see you have a lot of the same buttons that you're used to in Word. You can go ahead and type text, and you can, if you want to add emphasis, you can select a little piece of text and make it bold. You'll notice that you don't see this as bold text. You see this as two little code marks, an open and close mark. Don't worry too much about that. If you're familiar with code, it's not a big deal. If you're not familiar with code, it can be confusing. But don't worry too much about it, because you'll always have the opportunity to add that after the fact. And I'm going to put in a little emoticon here. You can select from these smileys and add them into your post if you like. You can also add a link if you'd like. Just go ahead and click the link button, and then you can put in the URL that you want to link to and the text that you want to link it from. Insert that into the post that we have here. And you can add attachments. You can add JPEGs, PNGs, text, RTF, PDF, zips, pretty much anything. And you can go ahead and submit that. And don't worry too much about it. Again, you'll have the opportunity to edit or delete if you don't like the way that it came out. So this is the one that we just made. This is the text. And this is the text that I'm typing, and there's our little smiley face, and this is the link that we added. So that is how that works. And it's pretty simple. And again, you can use any of these features to search the forum. You can go back to the main topic. You can select the posts that you want to see. If you only want to see what's new since your last visit, you can do that. If you want to select from the categories, if you only want to see things that are relevant to Facebook, you can do that, and it will only show you the questions about Facebook. And so forth. One thing I'd like to share with you is that a lot of the best information comes from people in the class. So if someone asks a question and you have an idea, please feel free to jump in. We don't have a corner on the market of right answers. So, please go ahead and hit reply and offer your thoughts to anyone in the class who is asking for assistance. And, that works both ways. When people offer assistance, they often get it. So that's a good thing. Another thing you can do is when someone asks a question that you particularly like, you're glad that they asked that, you can click the thank you link, and that will send a thank you to them for sending that question or that answer. Also, you can add karma. So if someone has done something particularly nice for you or has helped you out with a problem, you can click the little plus sign under their picture, and that will add karma points to their profile. And one thing we're going to do with this is the person that has the most karma points at the end of the month will have a special little gift for them. So those are all of the things that you can do with the forum, and that creates an environment where you can share your work and share your ideas and interact and network with your other folks in the aviation industry. Okay, so just to go back through some of these priorities for taking a class, the information that you need is all available in the forum, and you should be able to locate that whenever you need it. It gives you an opportunity to interact with other people who are working on similar projects. Hopefully you'll be submitting some links to your work for some feedback from the folks in the class. You'll probably be getting a lot of great new ideas. These are very smart people in the class. I've always been impressed by the things that they come up with. So getting assistance when I run into problems. Of course, whenever someone submits a question on the forum, it comes to my smartphone, so I'll be sure to get that. If I don't get to you right away, I will definitely get to you by the next business day. And anyone else in the forum may have an answer for you faster than I can. So that's an advantage. Getting feedback and reactions to my work, again, don't be shy. We're all friends. We wanted to create a safe environment where you can do that. And also networking with people in your industry. So all of the folks in the class are in aviation or very closely related fields. So they're all good contacts for you. All right, so I appreciate you taking the time to review the classroom, and I hope to see you around in the classroom quite a bit.